shaking a little bit.
Got the weapon ready?
Oh yeah, we're ready to go. Didn't really sleep on it.
Yeah, me either. I was up at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I tossed and turned all night. I was pretty excited.
Yeah.
Good job, Brandon. Dude. Good job. Dude, don't worry about it. Let's go. High five, buddy. Yes.
That was awesome, man.
Dude, I didn't even see him coming for the longest time. I think you should be quiet. I saw a little movement. I thought it was a tree for a second.
Dude, that was sweet.
Dude, it was crazy because I just hit record and I filmed him fly down out of the tree.
Did you get him out of the
Yeah,
race?
I got him flying
I
down.
hope he did.
And I filmed him all the way in.
Well, I saw you over there in the corner. I'm just like, is he filming? Like, does he have eyes on the bird? And I was just like, dude. Good morning, man. Good morning.
I'm shaking so bad.
Dude, I saw him coming. I'm just like,
You can't ask for better like.
That was unreal.
I'm still shaking a little bit.
I know.
Look at the spurs on him. Ooh, or he doesn't have one on that side.
Oh, that's crazy.
He actually doesn't have spurs on either side.
It does happen.
See, I don't think he has spurs.
I've seen a couple posts lately about birds not having spurs. That's kind of wild.
He came in all fluffed up, and then he was looking right at you guys at
I
first.
know.
I was just like, oh, is he gonna see us?
I know.
And then he walked past you guys and took a look at me. I'm just like, oh. I was like, uh-oh.
I don't know how well I got the shot on camera because it was like blurry,
That's okay.
and so I didn't like have time to really focus it because he was looking at me. So I was like, at first I was like, when I was like now, and then all of a sudden he turned back too, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
As soon as he pops his head back, but once he turned, you were all good to raise your
Oh,
gun.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, he was gobbling like 5-6 minutes right after like legal shoot time, just echoing out
Yeah.
there, and it's just getting you fired up. Holy.
Pick him up, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was wild.
He might wiggle a little on you.
Oh, that's all right. Dude, look at that thing.
Yes.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Pick him up by his leg and see how much he weighs. What do you think? Still moving a little
Yeah,
bit.
still moving a little bit.
There's a nice beard on him.
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
Hey, what time is it? Is it like 6?
The dude's not even close.
5:12.
Yeah.
5:12?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'm at 5.
No, I'm still gonna make it to work on time. Like, he's gobbling like that, I might have to text my boss and be like, hey, I'm gonna be a few minutes late.
You have time for a nap before work.
Yeah, I know. Oh, gotta get the cup of coffee going now.
Did you get pretty good footage of the shot?
Yeah. All that footage was probably the best footage I've ever gotten. You gotta watch this.
watch it,
No,
man?
yeah, let's watch it.
This is nuts. There he goes.
Oh, right there.
Awesome. And I was on manual focus the whole time, so I'm hoping the focus was good. I had like the focus assist on where it shows where it's in focus, but
It was tough for me to focus because I was right behind that branch.
I know.
That tree.
Yeah.
fast forward a little bit. Just because I'm really curious to see if I got the shot good.
I missed the first one, so we can edit that one out.
He didn't even react. It was like funny. He was like, "What was that?"
I'm totally not editing that out. If you hadn't killed him.
Oh yeah, that would have been a little different. At least I got him the second one.
That was awesome. Well, when they're that close, though, seriously, the pattern isn't really spread out by that far, so it's super. It's almost like shooting a slug at him. It's easy to miss him. That close.
Say what? That's probably like 15 yards.
It's close, yeah. When he came in and like stared at us, or I was like, oh my gosh, and like you could. I've never heard them fluff out like that.
Yeah.
When he fanned out right here, I was like, oh my gosh, he's close. Like I was looking at this, and then when I looked up above the screen, I'm like, he's closer than I think he is.
Oh. Dude, that's an awesome, just off the tree all the way right to us.
Yeah, he came in hot.
Yeah, right when he crested that little knoll, he's like, here we go.
He was not happy.
Oh, I know.
Beautiful.
Unreal. It helped for me to know to not shake because he was like, right now, shoot him. So I was like, okay, here we go. And I was trying to I kept looking at you to make sure I saw when you picked your gun up, but it was a good timing because he turned around, his fan was blocking him, so when he picked his gun up, he didn't even know.
Yeah, because right there you told me to shoot, and I'm just like, I gotta wait to see his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yes, I flinched a tiny bit on the first shot, but then the second one I'm like, nope.
All right, so I had talked to Brandon the other day about coming out this morning, and so last night I came out to see if I could roost a bird so we weren't just coming in with nothing to like really hunt at. So and he could only hunt like where we are because it's closer to his house and he has to go to work. So I came here. I ended up hearing a gobble almost immediately when I came into the field, and so I located the bird and I was watching it, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna wait for the bird to roost, and then I'll know where to set up in the morning. But then Brandon actually shoots me a text, and he's like saying that he's out on the road, on this same road, looking for a bird. So I'm thinking this Tom's fired up, like he's gobbling constantly, like he's ready. I was like, I think we could kill him tonight. So I quickly ran back to the truck, gave Brandon a call. He was here in like a minute or so.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes. That wasn't too far down the road.
And I could see the bird up there from the tree with my binos. And then, yeah, him and I walked back down.
Yeah, no, we got set up, and you actually put me in some thorn bushes, which I wasn't too pleased about. And you told me to stay put, so I listened to you. I took your advice on that one. And as soon as we got here, he just started gobbling. He was very, very talkative all night.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously, you're probably not going to turn the camera, but right over that hill, I mean, he did not want to go up towards the road, because, I mean, the road's probably half a mile, but definitely could be seen, so... Yeah. I don't think he was a little skittish to come up that way, and kind of decided to leave him be and roost him. And
yeah, I think he, a lot of people call from the road and a lot of people hunt this area, so I think he was a little weary about trying to come up over that way. He came, you could tell that we could hear him come up, and then it sounded like he'd go back down, like he was really indecisive on what he was going to do. So, and then the plan was to get here early this morning. Zach was able to come and help us film, and so that was excellent. And the bird didn't roost too far away. We set up the decoys. We got Brandon set up right there, and Zach and I were there filming. And I did do a little bit of gobbling just from my phone, just because last night all I did was hen call, did some yelping. So I was like, well, I want him to know that there's another gobbler in the area, so maybe he'll, get a little bit more fired up.
Yeah, no, and you guys had eyes on him before I did. I probably didn't see him until he was like 15 yards away from you. And then I finally saw him, and he came coming in pretty hard at you guys.
Yeah.
And I was just like, uh-oh, he might see us.
Yeah.
Then he came up, and then he kind of turned and looked right at me, and I was just like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And then he turned, and he had his back right to me, and he said, shoot. And I was going to give him a second. I couldn't see his head. And, I mean, I did miss the first shot, which I know is not going to get edited out, but I got him down on the second one, so I think I woke him up a little bit. Even more than
in Brandon's defense, he did come in really close, like closer than the decoys. And when he turned, that's why I said to shoot, because he could pick up his gun, so he wasn't looking at Brandon. So. And then he was able to drop him, so it was pretty cool.
That was an awesome hunt.
And we could actually hear him drumming in the tree, and obviously he was gobbling a ton too, but I couldn't believe how fast he came. It just,
That was probably 3 minutes from when he flew down to when he was at the decoy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't think he would come in that fast, but...
Yeah, I didn't even know he was on the ground for the longest time. I kind of looked over at Zach, and I was just like, I go, he looks like he's filming something. I go, he must be out there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how long is it going to take to get him up here?
He's like, I got to go to work.
B-roll of the sky.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should check the time. I got to get to work today at some point. I might have to text my boss and tell him we'd be a little late.
Yeah.
So. But no, it was awesome. I mean, Dan definitely hooked it up for me, and appreciate you guys filming me. I mean, this is an awesome experience. So.
Yeah. We're happy for you, man.
Congrats.
Congrats.
That was awesome. Congrats.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Morning, young fella.
Ready to kill your first turkey?
Yes, I am.
So much adrenaline running near me watching him coming in.
That's the first double beard I've seen in person.
Same, I think.
Dude.
Let's go. I didn't even notice that until Dan said something right there.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I was like, because I don't know if you got it before, but it was
kinda
like
meshed
that. And then
together,
when I
yeah.
went to pull on his beard, I was like, oh, it's a double beard.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. Double beard and no spurs. Like, how does this?
He's got a lot of blue on his head too.
Yeah, it is.
He was talkative too. We might have to switch hands.
We get some good blooper reel right there.
As long as the missed shot doesn't end up on the blooper cam.
That's definitely.
That might be the highlight. I'm gonna get a lot of crap on that one.
You know how funny that's gonna look though? When I put like funny music behind it and the turkey just goes. And don't really feel bad about missing that first one. That was so close. Like seriously, when I patterned my gun, it was literally like a slug hole at 10 yards.
Yeah.
Like it's literally like shooting a slug at an animal that close.
Yeah.
When they're moving, it's like
Yeah. And you're going for their head too.
right.
You're not going for
Their head's always popping.
Right.
Yeah.
My daughter says, "I love how turkeys dance." Dad, she's 4, and she's like, "They always look like they're dancing." I'm like, "It's true, they do."
Letting the flow out.